prodding. Vision, cardiology, and height measurements. You will be subject to being disqualified at any time during this, and you need to be aware of this possibility. So make you aware right now in front of God and everybody, and your fellow cadets, that this is not an easy thing to get, and it can be taken away at any time. Cadets who do not receive a certified Class 1 flight physical within 1 year of selection or 30 days prior to commissioning, whichever is earlier, will lose their pilot slot. So this is all telling you how you can lose it, not how to keep it. Also, all categorized cadets will lose their categorization if they require a change of date of commissioning to a new FY, or they are medically disqualified from headquarters ATC SG. So this is a big deal, but you can still screw it up. So I suggest you don't. So, Cadet Painter, congratulations. Good job. Okay, you guys hadn't realized or recognized yet, I know there was a opening ceremony for that lounge, the internet cafe and alumni room there, and a lot of that was just reallocation of funds and resources that we already had. A little bit of money that we did take, it made a big difference. A lot of it was the elbow grease and sweat and time that Captain Moffitt and his family, his wife, put into it. So in recognition of that, the alumni would like to say congratulations and thank you, and that is for you to make sure and take your wife to a Valentine's Day dinner and take some time off to be able to do that. So this came from Shortfinger and Loadhacker, or Schwartzfinger and Sloniger, and they just wanted to say thank you and give you a little token of their appreciation. So, last thing, if you guys hadn't heard or known, there was a bomb threat today on the OSU campus. We sent out as much notification as fast and as quickly as we could. I hope everybody either got the email or the mass text or some sort of notification. There's already questions being fielded on why did it take so long for everyone to get to know this. I hope it looks like all of you except for one individual made it through safely. And actually, once you go ahead and make your way down front while I finish this up, kind of joke about it right now, but this is a real threat out there. If you haven't seen the news, you've been living under a rock. It seems like every day there's some sort of shooting at a mall. OU went through a active shooter scenario a couple weeks ago that turned out to be nothing, thank God. Michigan State, they had a couple of individuals lost, so we don't want to lose anybody. We'll get you the information as soon as we know about it, but the idea is to have situational awareness and know your surroundings and know what's going on. So like if an individual is in a place, library lawn or in the library, something like that, and they have some sort of object that may not necessarily, probably too young for Sesame Street, but one of these things don't belong. Somebody's carrying a baseball bat in your general vicinity on campus, and it's not on a baseball field. Should probably have some situational awareness and maybe keep an eye on this person. So as our guest speaker, we're going to hear, I'm not, again, not making light of it. You kind of have to joke about things like this, but situational awareness, keep an eye on it. I think the right things happen, the individual is apprehended. It would have been everything I could do to not eliminate that individual. But they did the right thing, didn't escalate. There were abilities to escalate the situation, but it was dissolved and done. Got a sling out of it, but who better to tell you a story than the individual involved? Here we got the floor.
All right. Well, basically what happened was last Saturday, I was going to the library to turn in some homework.
Go ahead and take your seat.
It is. So I was walking to the library just to turn in some homework, like I said. It was right that big pathway right in front of the library, between one road and the library itself. So I was just walking around, doing my own thing, my own business, and I hear someone come running up behind me. And I was the only one on the whole area, really. So it was kind of weird, so I looked behind me. There's this person with a baseball bat running, well, kind of towards me. He wasn't actually looking at me, so I thought he was just going to run past. I scooted off to the side, I guess scooted far away, intending to let him just run on by, which looked like that's what he was going to do. What happened though was maybe a couple yards out from me, he suddenly lunged and just hit me with the bat right on the elbow. I got really lucky, nothing broken, just a big nasty bruise. But he hit me, I jumped back, evaluated the situation because something weird was happening besides the fact that I just got hit by a baseball bat. He hit me, and so we separated ourselves, and I took a look back, and his eyes, for whatever reason, he was on drugs or he was mentally unstable, which I now have a reason to believe he's actually mentally unstable. But his eyes got really big, and he got this really confused look on him. Like he didn't know what was happening. He was more confused than I was, and I was one hit with the bat. So I jumped back, he got this really confused, depressed look, and he started, I don't want to say he was crying, but it looked like he actually finally began crying. So I said, "Are you okay, man?" Or "What's up?" He had headphones on. I don't know if he heard me or he just didn't answer me, whatever. So, well, priorities first. I had to turn in my homework in like 15 minutes. So I went on to the library to do that. I backed up slow. He was watching it. He was content just to sit on the ground holding his head. So whatever. So I went to the library. A couple minutes later, I came back out. He was gone. But apparently, policeman or a witness found him, and he walked on to the student union, and that's where the policeman actually came and arrested him. So when I jumped back to evaluate the situation, I was totally prepared to, fight or flight mode. I had my pocket knife, I was ready to fight, but I evaluated the situation to basically say he's no danger to me or anyone for that matter right then, because his baseball bat was far off to the side. He was trying, and I decided that pulling a knife on him probably wouldn't be the best idea. So I just went on my own business. The police found him. I eventually called in to the police to report them to, and went to the medical facility later on that week. So that's the story.
Well, one thing he did leave out was that right after it happened, he sent me an email to let me know that it happened, and said, "I don't know if it needs to be reported, but this is what happened." And after I stopped laughing, I emailed him back and I said, "All right, well, I do recommend that you talk to the cops, make sure that it's reported and all that kind of stuff." But he did the right thing, he didn't escalate the situation, and then he notified us just in case he needed to, and for us to be able to take care of him if we needed to. So I think he did the right thing there too. So good job.
Situational awareness. Don't wait till the last minute to get your homework in, because he could have stayed at the location, but he was under some time constraints. I understand that. So again, we joke about it, we kind of laugh, but he could have been hit in the head, could have escalated, he could have, you know, gone the opposite way, pulled out his pocket knife and ended this person. But, you know, good restraint, you know, I think it's used as a, how to handle a bad situation. But if there's a gun involved, you know, a bomb threat, remove yourself from that area, that situation. You see somebody that's out of the ordinary, that's on drugs, they're driving a golf cart down the middle of the campus, you know, or golf club, baseball bat, whatever it is. If something doesn't fit, evaluate it, take the appropriate action, and get out of there. Because there's no telling today. I mean, back in my day, it'd be a fist fight or something like that. And now you got people running around with bombs and killing people on campus. So do the right thing, keep your head on a swivel, you know your surroundings. Back to you.
Okay, at this time, we're going to perform warrior knowledge inspection. So, boom, attention!
Yesterday, it was the third and fourth versus Yes, sir. Yesterday, I'm an American airman, wingman, leader, warrior. I will never leave an airman behind. I will not falter. I will not fail.
European Command. You want another location?
Black shoes and brown shoes.
Black shoes, European Command, Romsey, Germany. next question. Next exercise.
Okay, at this time, Eddies, you will have 4 minutes to take the word knowledge test. Begin.